So there's a little bit of confusion about how we crop the bottom of the design. So if we're working on a design, so we've been stitching. So let's say we're stitching out this ABC quilt, and you can see we're moving out of the area. So let's pretend, and I can't really show you this, but you're going to have to imagine that our quilt ends like right here. So we're just going to use kind of that natural break. It doesn't matter where the quilt ends. Let's say the quilt ends right here in the middle of these letters. So we would not want to stitch all this. We need to crop off all of that. So how we're going to do that is we are going to our first problem is that we already have an area open, and we can only have an area open one at a time. So we have to go to our area and clear. Then what we want to do is we want to make an area around what we want to get rid of. And I think that this is where some people are confused. Okay, so we're going to make an area around what we don't want anymore. So I'm going to set my needle at the bottom of my quilt. So this is maybe the bottom of the quilt and like a centimeter beyond. Okay, just because I always want to make sure that I'm stitching the whole thing. And I'm going to make a two-corner area. And it's really important that I make sure that I wouldn't want to stop like right here. I want to make sure that all the stitching is in it. Now, you might not be able to do that. You might only be able to get that far without hitting a bar. That's okay. Make your area. Now you can come over here. It says that I'm like almost 72 wide, 13 inches tall. I'm going to click this and let's make this 20. It doesn't matter if it's too big, but I want to, okay, woo, that just barely got everything. Let's go 22. I want to make sure that every piece of that is included. And now I am going to go ahead and go to modify, crop, and I'm going to crop what's on the inside, not what's on the outside. That's what I'm stitching. I want to crop. So I haven't stitched this part yet. So we'll say that this is all stitched down to here, and I need to stitch this line, but if I had kept stitching, it would have hit bars. So now I want to crop what's on the inside, and I want to crop what's on the edges. And I'm going to baseline this so that I can move my area. I'm going to clear my area. And it is going to stitch a straight line along the bottom. But this is actually that 1 centimeter kind of past the bottom of your quilt. So it should not impact your quilt at all. So some people, I think what you're trying to do is crop off the top, and that would give you a line through what you were stitching. Don't do that. So you're going to make the area what you don't want, crop off the inside, and it's okay to give it permission to use that line to do a straight line. So on this last line, it will start over here and it will stitch and it will end there, and then you don't have any more problems. So hopefully that will help.